Hitler and the Nazis created a unique and peculiar form of government. Hitler was surrounded by acolytes who knew that their future depended on finding a way to please their Führer. They strove always to be near him, accompanying him on whatever trips took his fancy. Though Hitler may have had little interest in regular hours of work he did have visions of what he wanted for Germany. And as Hitler talked in an endless monologue, ambitious Nazis would listen to him closely. Then, on their own initiative, they tried to think of ways in which his vision could become a reality. They made up the detailed policy themselves and said they were acting on the will of the Führer.
Sie beriefen sich auf eine Entscheidung des Führers, auf ein Wort des Führers, auf eine Meinung des Führers. Ich muss Ihnen sagen, es war zum Schluss eher fragwürdig, ob das so war. Da stand einer an der Tür, zufällig, als Adolf Hitler zu Tisch ging und mit seinem Nachbarn was zurief, und der hat gedacht, das ist jetzt der Wille des Führers.
They do not want to work with that anymore, so I'm going to be left out on my own with Daniel. And Daniel is fucking busy right now as well. So I already have nobody. You know, I don't know who to work with right now. Like here in this group, for example, I'm asking people and who can help, who has developers, you know, skills, and it doesn't seem like I have that many people.
I understand, and that sucks, but you have to realize this is not something we instigated. It's a conclusion that developers drew for themselves, that the environment they were working on was not fruitful enough to get their projects going. And if okay, just take a look at the environment they're in right now with a Cody Vickers and a Bill just spewing sewage all the time. It's just a bunch of hypocrisy. So I mean, it's ultimately their choice, and if at this point they decide they want to go, I understand in your position that it's really sucky because you were hoping to work with these people, and I admit that there are very good developers in there, but at some point we just have to say, well, sorry, bye.
Okay, well, what does Cody Vickers have to do with the RBOC?
Nothing. Anya, please, would you look into that wiki page and single out one or two people that you think have the skills to help you with media project, for instance, and then I can put you in contact directly with that person, and you can ask her, oh, you want to help me? And I would say that there's at least a 50-50 chance that they'll say, yeah, sure, and then you can start a closer relationship.
I would I would advise, if you know anybody that's in there that has any skills and is willing to actually still work on the movement to get them out of the sinking boat before it sinks.
Okay, so the page that you sent, Lucas out, DNS out, next you, Nair Boone, I don't know who is that, I don't know if he's in the RBOC, Tomex, I don't know the person, so okay.
Don't worry about knowing the person. Look at the skills. Do you see some skill that you would like to have in your site?
Half of this list is the RBOC team.
Listen, we're all tired, but listen to what I'm saying. Choose some that you think have skills, and I would put you in contact directly with them, not through RBOSE, but just with the person, and they will be more than likely to be willing to help you in the specific thing. In this case, media project.
Okay, then yes, I get the point. I totally agree with that. Then I have a question. For example, Tomex, is he an RBOSE person?
I have no idea, and nor do I care.
Okay, then Gilbert, I have a question. If I get developers from RBOSE working on the media project with me, is that fine?
If they disassociate themselves with the RBOSE, that's fine. If they don't, they won't get any access to any of our mediums, and if they still do, it will get removed.
Okay, define disassociating yourself from the RPC.
They have to basically just step out.
What do you
Define
mean step
stepping
out?
out. What do you want
How
that
would you-
person to say?
Okay, I'll explain what I mean. I mean they shouldn't use those mediums anymore. Reason for that is that if it was normal, I wouldn't give a damn who enters their IRC or not. Right now, you have a very manipulative person called Cody Vickers on there. I'm sorry to keep repeating that name, but this situation is so serious that I'm very frightened for the people that are actually interacting with this person, for the abusiveness that is going to get done to their mind. It's really out. I mean, this is a guy that sends frequent abusive letters to the president of the United States. I'm not a fan of the president of the United States or anything, but this is the sickness of this person, and he gets abusive with everybody that he doesn't agree with. And we have recordings, if you want to, where he just starts screaming at people uh, out of nowhere, and is talking the whole time in a very manipulative way about people within the movement who he thinks are doing wrong. And anybody that's in the environment with him and is tolerating it, I don't trust those people, and I want them gone from our mediums. I don't want. If they have member access, that's fine. They can watch our forum posts. Anybody with moderator that's in that group, I can assure you that's more than likely they will be removed very soon.
Okay,
Lucas,
Gilbert, I have a
Gilbert, yeah, you didn't really define what do you want that person to say, because you really can't know if they're using the IRC are both SE or using the mumble thingy. Because
Right, and
nothing checked.
I'm not going to police them either. If they are going to sneakily go on there,
So,
sure, I
what
don't
you
have the
want-
time. But if we know that they are in any of their mediums, then, and I'm not saying that this is a decided on policy, I'm just saying the way it looks right now with the current situation, this is the most likely outcome, that if we notice that they're in any medium or in any way uh, in some sort of official contact with the group, obviously we're not going to chase them if they exchange information with members of the group, but if they're officially going there and participating in their meetings and mediums, then that's a problem. So that's what I would.
Gilbert. So okay, you don't have to prove me that Cody Vickers is moron. I know that. But I have a question. What Cody Vickers has to do with RBOC? Why you link these two things?
Right, because he's allowed to hang around there, and I don't have any problem with other people that I do not like hanging around there, but this is not about me. This is a manipulative psychopath who can influence people to the extent we have certain set of rules here, and if they do want to continue working in their own environment and they expect any sort of cooperation from us, they have to get Bill, Grits, and well, possibly Calipteris out there, all the poisonous people. That those are the terms, otherwise there will be no compromising from our side anymore.
Okay, can I have from you maybe the list of actual people who you perceive and the movement perceive as a threat?
Well, yes, sure, but I haven't interacted with the current group as it is. I have interacted with most of the individuals, but not with the current group as it is, to see who has been also participating on such a shameful level. But sure, yeah, I could identify who I know is quite disturbed.
Okay, yeah, because I want to, when I'm gonna be talking with them, I want to know, I just want to know these names.
It's very easy. The main persons you have to name is Cody Vickers, also known as Hominy Grits, and Bill Matriarch. Peter just logged on, and I want to brief him on the situation. I will come back if I can as soon as I'm done with that.